Okay, today we're going to kind of navigate your curriculum. So I've navigated and logged into my A+ Core 1 Cert Master Learn. We'll start over here on introduction. It's pretty self-explanatory. Read, play the video. If you're more advanced or you've had some of this before, you can go through here and like choose here and it picks where in the video where you're going to be. So you can do the transcript off, your transcript on, turn on auto scroll. And then when you hit next section, so here's a scenario we're reading, you hit next. Once again, we read through. I would be skim reading because I'm kind of familiar with the material. I can watch another video and you can speed it up, close captions. And you should go through all the sections here. I'm just going to skip through. So to get a check mark, let's see what we have to do. All right, so what I'm going to do is go down and find a lab. So here's a quiz. You can start your quiz. Opens you up in a new tab. So you would pick one, check optional answer. So then you can read your explanation. So I think it's a good way to follow up on your. So we're not going to save. And it'll self-grade everything. So I can see how far you've progressed. So down here is our first mouse activity. And so what I'll do now is go ahead and go over this lab real quick. So this is the task we're going to do. It literally took me almost 45 minutes to do this lab. So I just wanted to make sure that so what I'm going to do is look at the entire window here. And that's one thing that I want to get myself. There's some things here, these menus. I see a scroll bar. I can move in and out to make more workspace. So I just come to this section here. All right, so we have to navigate through the office. So we want to click on this up here. And then today we're going to go to Office 2. So I kind of, to keep my, so now I'm right about there. So what I'm going to do here is show you, like, if you want to click here, you can go to the back. We'll need this area here. Motherboard, we can remove things and put things in. Drive bays, like, took me forever to find this. So I'm going to go back to the front. There's your on and off switch. So it tells me there's nothing going to the output to the computer. So I'm going to turn that back off. So use an HDMI indicator to connect the computer to the monitor. So we have to add a monitor to the office. So monitor would be under peripherals. And then they also want you to have a keyboard. And if you go up here, it won't do it. So you got to kind of go down where it's close to the workspace here. And I can expand my cables. All right, so HDMI to connect office computer. So we got to flip this around to the back. And this around to the back. So if I hold my control key in, the zoom in is here. My scroll key on my mouse is not working for some reason. And then I'm going to navigate left and right this way. So what we're going to do is get HDMI so we see the cable here. And then you can click up in here and it tells you information about it. And you can also look at it. So that little eye gives you information about it. So what I'm going to do is grab it. Now the hard thing is you see how you have to put it right there where it turns green. Okay. Now what I do is I leave this highlighted. So I got HDMI into the monitor and I'm going to drag this one over to that spot. Okay. Let's zoom in so we can see that spot we want. So once again, click that. Grab the cable. And then there it goes. It didn't like that mouse position. All right, so HDMI is in. Power plug to the monitor. So that's going to be this one. Now I'm going to choose the cab ACF AC female. Click on it. Got to go to the wall outlet. And so what I'm going to do is just go up here again and grab it and then plug it in. And then you notice when you click on them. So that must be, oops. Yes, and that's one thing I've done 100 times is click and drag real quick. So if I click on this one, it'll tell me what it is. And that must be the computer here. So we'll zoom back out. If you click on Ethernet cable, it's light up down here. You can turn on and off the power. So that's off, that's on. I've made that mistake. Now we're going to mouse and keyboard. So if you just grab the mouse and we're going to go right into USB slot. So I'll show you so we'll get the keyboard. And if you hold your mouse at the right spot, you can it'll scroll. So right about in that spot. So keyboard will go here. And then let's say I wanted to move keyboard up here. So easy, move it down here. Obviously these are not USB. And let's see here. We'll do a check answers real quick. All we have to do is turn it on. And the monitor. So let's flip them to the front. Turn this on first, because I do that every lab. I forget to turn the monitor on. And then you hit this. There. Yes, so let's zoom in a little bit to see that power button. It's pretty small. So once again, I can do a check answers. Once it's done, I got 100%. I'll score it so it saves and I can move on to my next lab. So once I close this, so that's how you kind of navigate the curriculum and also do a lab. I'll continue to post these labs to help you out so you don't have to do 45 minutes a lab. Have a nice day.